Hey Virgo, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Today I am doing your birthday reading. Happy birthday, happy Virgo season. There's a lot going on astrologically at the moment. We have the new moon in Virgo. We also have Venus entering Leo. So really excited to see what this year has in store for you. I'm going to first start off with some overarching energy from the oracles, and then I will get into a 12-month spread as well as clarifiers and advice at the end. So hope you're doing really, really well. I'm going to first start off with the oracles. I'm also going to pull charms today as well. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading for Virgo. Let's see what the year ahead has in store for Virgo. I will do timestamps in the description box for each month, so you can always come back throughout the year and take a look at what the predictions were. So mind you, since we're looking at the year ahead, this is highly predictive. So definitely might want to come back and check and see if anything resonates with you as the year goes on. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. All right, Spirit, let's get into Virgo for the year ahead. Virgo, overarching energy for the year ahead. Highest messages for the good of Virgo for the year ahead. Let's do 3 more. Virgo for the year ahead. Virgo for the year ahead. 1 more. Show me that Virgo energy for the year ahead. All right, that feels good. Show me Virgo in the year ahead. The alchemy of poison in reverse. So we have transformational lessons, reclaiming personal choice, and radical forgiveness. Number 22. So I do feel like because it's in the reverse, there are lessons that need to be gained in the next year. Reclaiming your personal power, personal choice, empowerment, and then radical forgiveness, possibly of the self, possibly of another. We also have the frog on this card, so taking leaps of faith. The alchemy of poison. So alchemy is changing energy from one state to another. So if there has been poisonous thoughts, if there has been poisonous behaviors, if there has been I'm feeling a sense of pessimism. If there has been any of that, make sure that you are alchemizing that energy. So the opposite of pessimism is positivity, right? Our thoughts dictate our reality. That's really what I'm getting off of this card. Let's see what else. Emergence of protection, also in reverse. Boundaries, self-preservation, and trusting in divine protection. Number 39. So we have 39 and 22. Boundaries, the need for boundaries. It's drawing me back to that personal empowerment with the self-preservation. We can get into a frame or a mindset of self-preservation, like so closed off, so like I need to protect myself at all costs. But when we are in that kind of an energy or in that kind of a mindset, we're not trusting. Right? And there's trusting in divine protection. So there's not a need to protect oneself, trust in spirit and divine protection, right? Emergence of protection, boundaries, the alchemy of poison. I am feeling 1 more. A call to transformation. And remember, over here, we had transformational lessons in reverse, metamorphosis, and the in-between. Number 17. There's the butterfly of transformation. There's also attention to the third eye, so really tapping into your intuition. So in the next year, a call to transformation of the thoughts, and then focus on the brilliance. Once again, the third eye. Focused attention, prioritizing, and persevering. Yeah. You're strong. You're strong. And you can walk this path of transformation. Number 17 and number 38. Okay. All right, let's get some charms for you, and then we will get into the tarot. All right, let's get charms for Virgo. Charms for Virgo for the next year. Charms for Virgo for the next year. Oh, the rose just fell out, so an offering. Blooming energy. The rose is usually a gesture of love. This bag is messed up on the inside, so I want to make sure that I have all of the charms available to me. All right. All of the charms available to me. You have all the charms available to you. Interesting. And there's one that is stuck, and it is the weight. So perhaps you've been holding on to a weight. Interesting. Wow. And then we have S over here and Q over here. We have the meditative hand, so making sure that we are grounded, but it also represents spirituality. That's that call to transformation. We have the shovel, digging deep. There's a need to dig deep here. There's the big leaf, so turning over a new leaf. That's that transformative energy. We have the panda in reverse. That's the offering of peace. We have the masculine glasses. So really make sure that you are seeing things clearly and that you are standing in empowerment. We have the the big star. So this is our path. This is our pathway. It's our deepest desires, our vision for our life path. We have the key with the heart. You hold the key to your own heart. We have the butterfly of transformation in reverse. We have the heart. A lot of emphasis on the heart space and emotions and love here. We have the wreath, so a sign of winter, a sign of generosity, possibly a sign of Christmas. We have the milk, so making sure that you are nourished and that you're feeling strong. We have the frog, taking leaps of faith, also relying on your intuition. Let's see, we have the letters G, R, G, O, L, I. So the letters S, G, R, G, O, L, I, Q. We have the key of sacrifice in reverse. So perhaps you've been sacrificing something and Spirit's drawing your attention to that. We also have, excuse me, a cross of commitment. We have the wheel of fortune. This is change. This is learning the lessons. This is moving forward to the next stage of your journey. We have the starfish in reverse, so a call to listen to your intuition. We have the small leaf. I'm feeling follow the path. We have the word scarlet in reverse. I'm feeling that siren energy, which is very provoking. It's almost seen as like a negative thing. So remember, going back to the negative mindset. Not all things that beckon you are negative. we have the word dream in reverse. We have the word blessed in reverse. We have the word trust in reverse. We have the word inspire in reverse. I feel like this is where you are coming from. Like no dreams, no trust, feeling like you're not blessed, not inspired. I'm feeling a sense of like stagnancy here. And then we have the word faith in the upright. Yeah, have faith. We have the purple medallion, and then we have the bat, which is making sure that you are listening to the signs and synchronicities, that you are following the radar, right? Interesting. Okay, and then we have that rose, like I said, and the weight. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So I'm going to pull one card for each month, and then I will get clarifiers for each month. All right, I'm going to pull these up. All right, so the alchemy of poison, emergence of protection, and a call to transformation. All right, Spirit, thank you for those messages for Virgo. Let's take a look at every month for the next year. So the next 12 months. I'm going to pull one card for each month, Spirit. Show me Virgo in the next year. Show me Virgo in the next year. Virgo in the next year. Virgo in the next year. I'm looking at your oracles, and they're all faces, and that oracle deck isn't necessarily all faces. So I feel like there's a large emphasis on the self in the next year, and transforming your thoughts, transforming your mind, transforming your perspectives, leaning into spirituality, leaning into divine knowledge, divine inspiration, divine protection. I'm almost feeling like loosening up your grip, loosening up control in the next year, and allowing things to flow more effortlessly. Okay. Let's see Virgo over the next year. Let's do 3 more. Virgo over the next year. Virgo over the next year. Virgo over the next year. Feeling one more, Spirit. Virgo over the next year. All right, that feels good. Virgo, messages for the highest good of Virgo over this next year. All right, I'm going to put them face down, and we'll flip as we go. So starting in September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August. So right back to your season. All right, so let's take a look at September. We have the Tower in reverse. This is illusions coming down, lessons that need to be gained. This is difficult energy. The Tower is surprising epiphanies. Towers can be internal or external, but with it being in the reverse, typically that indicates that there's lessons that need to be gained from this moment, from the illusions and delusions coming down. This is in September. Understandings, insights, sharp revelations, sharp perspectives gained. But with any tower, are we going to learn the lessons from them, or are we going to resist them, right? So with the Tower being in reverse, I do see a sense of resistance there. Let's see the Tower in September. The Tower. It does not surprise me that you're starting off September with the Tower, with the new moon in Virgo. There's a lot going on, and illusions, delusions come down, right? So not surprised to see that, especially for Virgos. Show me the Tower for Virgo. Show me the Tower for Virgo for September. The Towers are always meant for our highest good, because what remains after the dismantling, after the coming down of illusions and delusions, is truth. Sharp truth. Let's do one more for the Tower for Virgo. You see the Tower for Virgo. The Emperor, there's that authority, there's that empowerment energy. 8 of Wands, there's communication. There's also Judgment in reverse. Okay, so what I am seeing is the revelations have come in. The insights have come in. Illusions and delusions have come down. You have here a choice. You can stand in empowerment and communicate. 8 of Wands. Move forward. Create forward momentum that you claim for yourself as an empowered individual. You can claim communication. You can claim forward momentum. But Judgment is in reverse. So similar to the Tower in reverse, Judgment in reverse is, there's a resistance to the lessons. There's a resistance to making the judgment call. There's a resistance to making the decision, right? But Spirit's saying you can stand in your empowerment and claim whatever this direction is, whatever this communication is for you. But the decision has to be made and the lessons need to be learned. I'm not sure what the lessons are for you. You would know best. Let me push that Judgment a little bit further for you. Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment. Can I push this further, Spirit? One more. Judgment. Page of Cups to open up from the heart. 5 of Wands in reverse and Page of Wands. Yeah, to open up from the heart, to look forward with hope and enthusiasm, and to overcome this internal conflict. 5 of Wands in reverse. That is conflict. That is turmoil. That is, I am fighting against myself. When your energy in September is wanting to look forward, to open up from the heart. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. This is a small opening up. It's a small hope. It's looking forward with hope and enthusiasm, with inspiration. Spirit saying you have the opportunity to claim that energy, to overcome the internal conflict, and to make the decision. Okay, let's see what October has in store. King of Pentacles. So it's in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. That's sometimes ego. It's a focus on materialism, the material world. Let's see. King of Pentacles in reverse for Virgo for October. It also can be a breakdown in stability. Let's see, King of Pentacles in October for Virgo. King of Pentacles in October for Virgo. Let's do one more. King of Pentacles for October for Virgo. King of Pentacles again in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse and Ace of Cups in reverse. Wow, this is a lot of waiting energy. Three of Wands in reverse. It's like not looking forward, not feeling hopeful about the future, not feeling hopeful about your world that you exist within. Ace of Cups in reverse, it's love. And typically the Ace of Cups in the upright is an offering of love. It's having a full heart space. And what I see in October is there is a lot of resistance to looking towards the future, possibly in love, possibly in being able to offer your heart. I'm not sure why. Remember up in your oracles, it was that self-preservation mode, right? But this is the opposite of feeling empowered. It can be being in the ego, being in the mind, right? Like we talked about, not feeling hopeful about love or the opportunity for love or the offering of one's heart, the ability to offer one's heart. It's feeling very restricted. And there's a large emphasis on the mind here. Let's see what November brings. Six of Swords. Okay. So moving away from something. So the Six of Swords is it's moving away from something in order to go towards a different shore. It could be moving away from the mindset that you've been in. Let's see November. Six of Swords for Virgo. 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 I'm really interested to see what December brings, because I'm being drawn to the fact that you're leaving this behind, which is mentality. It's feelings of restriction in order to move into what is to come. And so I'm really eager to see what December. Show me that Six of Swords is for November, however. Two more. Six of Swords for November. I'm feeling one more, Spirit. Six of Swords for November. Let's do a clean shuffle. Six of Swords for November. All right. The Fool in reverse. Three of Cups. Strength in reverse. That's interesting. So I'll just show you this. The Fool in reverse, Three of Cups, and Strength in reverse. So we can use strength to pull things towards us or to push away. And here I feel like you're showing, I'm moving away from this kind of pessimistic, restricted mindset. The internal conflict, it was foolish. The Fool in reverse is like a foolish energy. I was using strength in the wrong ways. And where you're headed towards is 3 of Cups, which is emotional connection and harmony with others. It's can be reunion energy. I would have to push it further to see. But over here, where you were feeling so hopeless and kind of stuck in the mind and feeling so hopeless about love, right? And emotions. Here you're showing me that was foolish of me. 3 of Cups. I want to connect from the heart. Okay. After much rest and gained insights, this is that transformative energy. After a lot of time and silence, the 4 of Swords is very silent, but it is resting, it's gaining new perspective, it's going deep within. What do I need to learn? What do I need to gain? And you come out of that, like, I am moving from this mentality to, because it was foolish, it was me using strength in the wrong ways, it was me using strength to push things away from me, and I'm going to move towards connecting from the heart, right? After a lot of sadness, feelings of loss, feelings of grief, feelings of potentially missed opportunity, 5 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, let's see December. King of Swords. There's that decisive energy. This is, I know how to make decisions. King of Swords. I've made sense of things. It's a very determined energy. Show me this King of Swords for December. King of Swords for December. I know my thoughts. I know how to stand empowered. I know how to make decisions. I've made sense of things. Show me King of Swords for December. King of Swords for December. One more. King of Swords for December. King of Swords for December for Virgo. 2 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Okay. So you're showing me some connection that I feel like, and I'm saying this because we had the 5 of Cups in the hidden energy. So that's feelings of loss, regret, remorse, sadness, possibly missed opportunity. 2 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I can interpret this one of 2 ways. A connection that you have been disconnected from, 2 of Cups in reverse. 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I've made the decision that I want to invest in a new beginning with this individual, because we have the 3 of Cups previously, remember. Or whatever you're connected to contractually. 2 of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be soul bond. It's a giving and receiving. It should be equal. Whatever you're contracted to, or whoever you're contracted to. You're saying, I've made the decision. I've been able to make sense of that. It's in the reverse. And I'm going to invest in a new passionate beginning for myself. So I can see it one of 2 ways. Take it as it resonates for you. So either someone that you have previously disconnected with, wanting to invest in like you have inspiration for a passionate new beginning. You want to put work towards it. You've made up your mind, or whatever you've been contracted to, possibly what's put you in this mindset here of feeling like internal conflict, feeling very much in the mind, feeling restricted. Like I see that for what it is. I know what that is. And, I need to invest in a new beginning for me, right? Let's see January. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is your tree of life. This is everything that you've built into. This is family. This is our resources. This is everything you're connected to. It's your foundation. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I am seeing connected to this feeling over here of feeling restricted. Let me see. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is your material world. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. One more. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Cups, the Sun, 10 of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. So there's a dismantling of your inner circle, 10 of Cups. It's in the reverse. It's the individuals in our life that we consider to be in our inner circle and that we find emotional fulfillment in them, that they offer love and support to us. Queen of Cups, the Sun in the upright. This Queen of Cups can be you, it can be someone else, but you see them as the Sun. You see joy and happiness in your heart. You want to feel warmth. You want to feel love. Like Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very loving. They know how to nurture themselves, and then they also know how to nurture another and to offer love, unconditional love. And the Sun, this makes you feel good. But it comes at the dismantling of stability, the dismantling of possibly connections. I feel like it's this restriction over here. Whatever you're feeling restricted by in September and October, this is the transformative energy. Because you start off very restricted, very conflicted. I don't want to see. I don't want to learn the lessons. And then November is a pivot of this has been foolish. And I do want to open up in the heart. I do want to connect. I do want to invest. I do want a passionate new beginning. I have love in me and it makes me feel good. But it comes at a dismantling of your foundation in some way or foundational connections. Very interesting. So September, October, November, December, January. Let's see, February. Page of Wands. There's that looking forward with hope. Show me Page of Wands. Show me Page of Wands in February. Page of Wands in February. It's like your heart is illuminated here in January. Your heart is illuminated. Metamorphosis, the transformation. Where over here you're saying, my heart isn't feeling so good. It's illuminated here. Insights are gained about your heart. Show me Page of Wands. Show me Page of Wands. One more. Page of Wands. Oop. The High Priestess. Knight of Pentacles in reverse and Temperance in reverse. It's very interesting. This Page of Wands is like looking at this entire 6-month period. The High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles, the Temperance. And it's like you're looking at it with your intuition, with that third eye. And you're saying the path that I was on, it wasn't healing. I feel like this is a reflection point for you. It wasn't healing. It was stagnant. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That's like no movement, right? Temperance and Knight of Pentacles together, that's a lot of time. And it's like you're looking back at it, and I now have intuitive understanding that it's almost like so much time. It took so much time to really listen to myself. Can I push this a little bit further, Spirit? 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and Knight of Swords in reverse. I spent so much time holding on to ego. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Pentacles in the upright is like making decisions according to your value and your worth. Here, Knight of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Swords in the upright is usually very swift energy. So there's a large emphasis on the stagnancy and the non-movement and the holding on to things. Remember, the self-preservation, the boundaries, and the alchemy of poison, right? And you're reflecting on it all, and you have new intuitive knowledge and understanding. And this is a very internal process for you in February. About the ways that you've held yourself back, the ways that the path you were on was not aligned with your highest good, or your value or your worth. That you held yourself back from communicating, Knight of Swords, from taking action. It's very, very interesting. So I feel like you're reflecting on all of this. It's like, look at where I was and look at where I am now, where I'm feeling vibrant and I'm feeling alive in my heart. There's the transformation, there's the insights from the sun. Things are illuminated, and I see you taking a reflection. All right. So September, October, November, December, January, February, let's see, March. Knight of Pentacles in the upright. That's good. So this is a plan. This is a blueprint. Let me get a different deck for your clarifiers on the bottom row. So this is having a plan. This is the blueprint. It's slow and steady. Show me Knight of Pentacles. It's headed in a particular direction. Knight of Pentacles for Virgo in March. 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 Let's do one more. Knight of Pentacles for Virgo in March. Strength in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like here you're showing me, remember that Five of Cups was in the upright. The Chariot in reverse, Strength in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're starting to take action towards that which needed to be dealt with. Towards your feelings, your emotions, maybe those lessons that you were resisting in September. And I see as well, there's like a moving away from negative emotions, so that the negative mindset, the poison, right? Like I'm overturning that, I'm alchemizing that energy in order to move forward. It's almost like I'm leaving the past in the past. I'm no longer using strength against me. Let me push this a bit further. Four of Swords, there's that rest and healing, new perspective. Six of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. So you're trying here to, you've gained a lot of perspective. You've gained a lot of perspective and you're wanting to balance equal give and take. And I feel like you're showing here, I'm just creating the plan on how I do that. Two of Pentacles. What does that look like? How do I balance? But I feel like you're creating the plan, Knight of Pentacles. How do I find the balance of equal give and take? What does that mean? That's really interesting. So this is in March. Let's see, April. Four of Pentacles. This is holding on. Let's see, Four of Pentacles. Holding on. Over here, you show me Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now it's coming up in the upright. Let's see, Four of Pentacles. Show me Four of Pentacles. Over here, it's almost like, what do I do with these gained insights? And how do I balance? How do I bring balance? Four of Pentacles. I feel like this might be the in-between state that's on the Oracle Metamorphosis. The in-between, call to transformation. Show me two, give me two more. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. For April. The Hanged Man. King of Wands in reverse. Six of Swords. You've gained new perspective about holding on and resisting and using your fire in negative ways. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in the upright is like, I know what I do. I know what I want to do. I know how to do it. It's feeling inspired. And here, you've gained new perspective, the Hanged Man, King of Wands, Four of Pentacles, about not only holding on, but withholding. And over here, remember I said, what does it mean to give equally and a balance, equal reciprocity? And here you're showing me I've gained new perspective about holding back. And I'm moving away from that Six of Swords. It's like, I don't want to withhold. I don't want to hold back. Interesting. And Six of Swords is up here, attached to that Three of Cups. So connecting with another, connecting from the heart. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. The Hanged Man in reverse. That's interesting. Here's the coming out of stagnancy. This is, I know what I know. The Hanged Man in reverse for Virgo in May. Hanged Man in reverse for Virgo in May. One more. Two of Wands, Three of Swords, Eight of Wands. You've gained new perspective about decisions made, about heartbreak, about communication and a lack of movement. Ace of Wands. About not offering a new beginning to an Empress, not claiming a new beginning for yourself, and how it was a form of self-deceit. Wow. You've gained new perspective about all of this. This is such a reflective year. Remember when I said this year is about you? I think it's your journey towards healing, towards transforming the way that you think, the way that you operate, the decisions made, gaining new perspectives. Wow. So you've gained new insight about pain and fear of rejection and making decisions according to pain in the heart and fear of rejection. not communicating, not moving forward, not offering a passionate new beginning, not standing in your empowerment, the Empress. But remember, you show me you as the Emperor up here in September. Now you're showing me the Empress. And you're saying how it was deceit, like it was deceit. I was lying to myself about this passionate new beginning. I've gained new insight about that. Let's see, June. 6 of Wands. Here's victory. I feel like you're feeling victorious because you've gained the insight. You see things differently. Things have been illuminated. You're understanding yourself. Show me the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands for Virgo. Wands. Let's do one more. 6 of Wands for Virgo. Two of Cups in the upright. You showed me here, remember? 4 of Cups in the reverse and 3 of Wands in the upright, which you showed me up here in the reverse. Now you're feeling hopeful. You're feeling confident about this connection. 2 of Cups. Remember I said up here, I think it's related to this 3 of Cups that you show me in the upright. Over here in June, you're showing, I want to let go of the unhappiness. I want to overcome the unhappiness and I want to look towards this future with this 2 of Cups, with hope, with enthusiasm, and you want victory. You feel good about this, confident. Let's see, July. Page of Swords. Insight, small insight. Page of Swords can also be an observing energy. Let's see, Page of Swords for July. Page of Swords for July for Virgo. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. It's got 2 birds on the sword on this card. It's like I know. I'm looking at this. Show me this Page of Swords. One more. Page of Swords for Virgo. The World, the High Priestess in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're saying, Up here you showed me the High Priestess in the upright. Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse. I think here you're trying to gain understanding of an ending, the World. Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse. This was an opportunity, a stable opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, it was solid. It was an offering to you. It closed out, the World. And Page of Swords, you're taking a look at it. Small insight. about an ending. So I feel like more lessons and understandings and insights need to be gained about an ending, and possibly how you weren't listening to yourself, the high priestess, the silence, but you're looking at it in July. Let's see, August. 5 of Cups. There's that feeling of remorse, regret, missed opportunity, loss, grief. Show me this 5 of Cups. It's basically crying over the spilled milk, right? Oh, and you had milk in your charms. 5 of Cups. Such a journey you're on in the next year of understandings and gaining new perspectives, and even towards the end of the year, I see you still, I'm taking a look at an ending and how I wasn't listening to myself, how I was silent, wasn't understanding the stability, what was being offered. Show me this 5 of Cups. One more, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups for Virgo. The Magician, Knight of Swords was in the reverse up here. It's in the upright here. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles is nurturing the world that we want. It's in the reverse. You're saying, I think that's where the sadness is coming. Like, I didn't nurture this pentacle that you show me right here, Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, and it closed out, and I didn't nurture it, and it brings you a lot of feelings of regret and loss and remorse. And then you're showing me the Magician, Knight of Swords. You are manifesting, taking action towards it, communicating with it. Let me push this a bit further. Can I see the Magician, Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords, the Magician. 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 Ten of Wands. King of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. There was lessons that needed to be learned about your heart, about the love in your heart. You felt it was burdensome, but there was lessons that needed to be learned about this. I feel like this is what you're communicating. The heaviness that you felt. You're manifesting this communication. The Emperor. They show me over here, the internal conflict was really heavy. 10 of Cups in reverse. Remember that inner circle. 5 of Pentacles, the breakage. So I do see you taking action. Can I see what this action is? I mean, it's communicating. And it comes in swift. You come in swift. Can I see anything else about this for Virgo? I don't know why I'm feeling this. This is supposed to be for the next year, but I feel like some of you, this has been your year. I don't know why I'm being prompted to say that, but I do. I feel like this has been your year. One more. Perhaps if I have time in Virgo season, I will do another one because I'm feeling that strongly. Temperance in reverse. 8 of Cups. The Sun. This Queen of Cups up here, you show me you as the King of Cups, and that there was lessons that needed to be learned about your heart. Up here, you're showing me the Queen of Cups, the Sun. And here, you're showing me Temperance in reverse, 8 of Cups, the Sun. I moved away from healing, and this is being illuminated to you. And I feel like you're communicating all of this. Your reflections that you've learned, that you've gained in this emotional reset, the new perspectives, the transformation. So I feel like you right now are in the in-between. I feel like you have been on this journey of understanding the things that you believe, the things that you've thought, your perspectives have changed, you've gained insights, but Spirit's saying the transformation is the lessons. That's what's transforming you, is the lessons, is the gained insights. You know, the Hermit, which is your power card, it takes the lessons and then it applies them. I don't think you're to a point where you're applying it yet, but you're manifesting the communication. But it's really difficult. You're resisting it. 9 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, Spirit's saying just takes a little bit. Takes a little bit. Page of Pentacles, an offering. Takes a little bit. All right, let's get some more charms for you, and then I'm going to get advice for you from the oracles as well as a final spirit message. More charms for Virgo. They're getting caught in this bag. I need to get them out of here. Oh, the yin and yang. And then why? Yeah, like why did this all happen? Why? That might be what you're asking yourself. Why? Why didn't I see? P. B. F. N. R. We have the cat, intuition. We have the letter G in reverse. We have the word enough in reverse. Yeah. I think you're learning a lot about your value and your worth, and like here, reclaiming personal choice and radical forgiveness, possibly forgiveness of the self. The mask in reverse. Yeah, no longer wearing a mask. I love to cheer in reverse. We have the cross of commitment. We have the anchor with the word love on it. We have the yin and yang heart. There's that Two of Cups connection. We have the paw print, the dog's paw print in reverse. So a sign of loyalty in reverse. We have the butterfly of transformation, this time in the upright. Yeah, I feel like you're completing this transformation here. And then manifesting the communication. We have the 3-leaf clover and we have the star, our deepest desire and vision for the path forward. We have the words believe and grace, undeserved favor and believe. And then dragonfly in reverse. Really listen to your intuition. All right, let's get some advice for you. I'm gonna get advice from this deck. Can I get advice for Virgo? Advice for Virgo. What a journey. A call to transformation, metamorphosis. It's like a journey of two sides of your mind. And you know, Virgos can overthink. That's like the con of Virgo is you think and think and it ends in analysis paralysis, where it's that stagnancy that we see. And for many Virgos, this is a form of self-preservation, but it also keeps you small, right? Very interesting reading. Spirit saying, don't think small. Apply the insights, apply the wisdom that you've gained. Apply the illuminations like the Hermit. Let's do one more. Advice for Virgo. All right, I'm going to shake them out, Spirit. Advice for Virgo. Advice for Virgo. Trust yourself. Number 26. Yeah, trust yourself. There's that third eye. Trust yourself. Message from the third eye. You're getting the insights. You're getting the illuminations, the signs, the synchronicities. You're receiving the insight. The illusions and delusions are coming down. Feel, don't think. And then emotions are energy in motion. So I feel that going back to that negative thinking and negative feeling, if that's what you're resting in, that is what you're creating. Spirit saying, get out of that. Feel, don't think. You're overthinking. Spacious mind and soul. You're so much bigger. You're so much bigger. Gift yourself. Number 28. Yeah. Do things that are aligned with your value and your worth. I am feeling called to this other oracle deck. Oh, and this just came out. It's time to take action. Yeah, remember over here, I said you're manifesting the action. That just came out. It's time to take action. Anything else for Virgo for advice? Anything else for Virgo for advice? Go the distance. Go the distance and regeneration. There is the opportunity for regeneration. That's growth. That's that reunion energy in the Three of Cups. Go the distance. This is also your own transformation. Number 47, number 46, regeneration. Alchemizing the energy. Switching it from chaos and conflict. Tick-tock. Time to go. It's time to go. It's time to take action. Yang. Towards peace. Remember, we had that yin and yang heart, and then look at why. Why. I feel like you're understanding the why. Wow. All right. Thank you for those messages, Spirit. I am going to pull from this one, and then I will get a final Spirit message to close out your reading. Any additional advice for Virgo? 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 Let's do one more, and then we're going to shake them out, Spirit. Additional advice for Virgo. She who thrives, so flourish, prosper, and blossom. She who emerges at the bottom of the deck. And then she who doubts. That's interesting. She who doubts is in reverse. Don't doubt, trust yourself. And then she who thrives, flourish, prosper, and blossom. So you can remain in doubt, not trusting yourself, or you can emerge and blossom and thrive. Right? All right, let's get a final Spirit message to close this out. Final Spirit message to close this out. Rise up into the enlightenment. Orchid, she who thrives, the orchid. Interesting. Final Spirit message. Let's do one more. Final Spirit message for Virgo. Final Spirit message for Virgo. Let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears, or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned actions and choices. And then make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Remember, we had that weight. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. I love this. And then trust the wait. You are being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you are going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. All right, Virgo. Amazing reading. But yeah, there's such a clear message of the time is now and understanding you. And like the Hermit, now it's time to put those lessons into action. All right. Hope that this helped you. Have a great birthday season. Take care.